What up, Switch Crew? Alright, I don't know if you can hear me real well. We're actually in this crazy parking lot. I had a whole video planned today. We ended up going on this crazy journey. Look, here comes somebody else pulling in. And the bad part is sometimes when you make a plan, your plan fails. And when you do videos like we do, and we actually are just like cranking them out, showing you up-to-date stuff, today it was a failure. With all the travel that we had to do today and everything that was happening, there was no way I was going to be able to pull the video off from our excursions today, which was awesome. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to change the lens to this 22 mil that does great in low light, come out to the parking lot, shoot this video, and give you some value. So today's value is, what do you do last minute when you need a place to stay? You're not sure. We're in this crazy parking lot. How did we find it to stay with all these truckers? And I think Sheila's got that info, and I think it will bring you value today. And we'll upload our other video that I wanted to edit today. I'll put that up on Sunday night so you can see our crazy experiences. And I'm not going to give any of those away because that was kind of funny. So let's go in and see what Sheila's got cooking. How do you like this lens? Low light lens. I don't get to use this one very often because we're always doing other things. All right, roll the intro.
A man and a woman left their home to switch things up and go on the road. They didn't know where they would go, but it's gotta be better than staying home. They switched it up. They switched it
We got a neighbor. I see. Yes, I'm all comfy cozy in the kitchen chairs with the slides halfway in. Living the dream right here. That's me.
All right, did you see that weird thing that just happened outside?
No, I was on.
Oh, you were on a phone. Okay, so as I was shooting my intro, this guy starts walking around the rig taking pictures. He took pictures on this side, on the front, took pictures back there, took pictures on the back, took pictures on that side, took pictures of the truck.
That's sketchy.
And then I was like, trying to talk to him because I'm walking around with the camera, and he's like, he didn't speak any English. I thought for sure I thought maybe he was deaf because the way he was motioning. So I was like trying to use my hands, and then
Because like you know sign language.
I don't thank you. Anyway, and then he started talking, and he was from some other country, and I was like, oh, do you have a fifth wheel? And he goes, no. And then he goes, I drive truck. And then he just like literally walked away. It was a very odd interaction.
Well, why do you take pictures of our rig?
He must really like our rig. Let's come back to that. So Sheila, I was outside. I was explaining to them. Oh, let me come over here and sit with you. That's better. Okay, so you might see some flickering because of the lights running off the generator, and you might see it just scrolling through. I apologize, there's nothing I can do about that. It's the frequency between the light bulbs and the shutter speed of the camera. Woo, boy did I get technical. But you might see it. Anyway, I was telling them outside.
Did you drink an energy drink or something
No,
while you were outside?
no,
Well,
but
where did
I-
all this energy come from?
I just had pizza.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, sorry.
So, I was telling them outside is that sometimes our best laid plans just don't work out, and I was going to edit this amazing video from our footage the last 2 days. We drove all day, had some ins and outs of some things, almost ran out of gas again. Don't want to go there. We made it. It was all fine. 20 miles to go. It was good. I wanted to give them value today on how we found this parking lot to sleep in. Can you explain how you did that? Because I'm driving. That's the international side for driving.
You do know sign language. I'm so sorry.
So I'm driving, and I was like, okay, we finally get gas. And I said, we're halfway in between. She said we were boondocking tonight. Anyway, and...
But we were going to... We made it a little farther than I expected, and so then on the road I'm just looking for, hey, where can we stay? And I used two...
She knows sign language too. See?
I know one more that I might show you here real quickly. I know there's two websites that one's an app. All Stays is an app that I use, and that just, you can filter it by Bureau of Land Management, which is like being on public land. You can state parks.
I still want to try that one once or twice. So.
Yes, we will.
It's on the list.
It's on the list. And then also the freecampsites.net is a website. And so just looking and comparing where we're at, what are some options along the way. We had a choice of a Love's gas station, a rest stop along the way, and this just kind of felt a little bit off the path, but yeah, we could walk to get dinner, because we can't drive through a drive-through with this big rig.
Yeah, it makes it tough.
Yeah, a lot of times we either eat at the gas station, what's in the fridge, and something we can walk to. Yeah. So there was Pizza Hut close.
So we walked over and got pizza.
Todd likes pizza.
I love pizza. We put one of the slides out, the other slide's halfway out. Now, I took quick video footage of this, is that when we're staying, like, we've never stayed at like a Love's truck stop or anything like that currently. So this is kind of our trucker night on the road. We've done the Cracker Barrel experience, which wasn't horrible. When you have a guy walking around your rig, which was really odd taking pictures, it comes in handy to have cameras. So I will sleep well this evening knowing I can turn on my cameras and set the alarms if anything happens. And I put cones out because a lot of times people worry that the trucks are going to come in late and they might clip our side or something like that. Our lights are on our momentum on the outside, so beacon. We'll probably pull the slides in, and I put on that side, because we'll have the stairs out, I put our two cones out so nobody will get real close to us over there. Not bad for a newbie. I mean, I had to think through think through the stuff. I'm pretty impressed with myself.
I mean, wasn't our first plan for the day, but it.
Neither was this video.
I'm learning to be flexible, and so are you.
Yes.
And somebody made a comment about you trying to stop being so funny. I want to tell you guys something, crew. That's Todd every day, all day, for the last 25 years that I met him. It's just who he is.
I will say, if I meet you in person, if I'm not in the middle, I met somebody when I was fixing the brakes. I'm sorry, I can't remember her name. She stopped to talk, which was amazing, but I was in the middle of the brakes, and it was dark, and it was super cold. Usually, I will probably, when we have I might say something that's inappropriate, and I'll probably have to apologize.
Or he'll offend you and didn't know that he offended you.
Yes, and then I'll have to apologize. And I have this weird quirk where if I hear people with an accent, and I'll start picking up their accent as I try to talk to them. Like the guy I thought was hearing impaired, I was like started moving my hand. I don't know why I do this stuff. I just do it. And it's not to be offensive by any means, because that's not my heart, but I do that.
Todd was a theater major, like he's a thespian, so I think that's part of it. You're picking up the character.
Maybe, but we're going in depth all of a sudden.
Let's get to know Todd time.
No, okay. So I was an actual science major, so I think out of an analytical brain, and I am a theater person that thinks in the creativity side, hence all the weird stuff that I probably do. Thank you for tuning in. If you really want to see something, because people are always like, hey, can you give us some insight to you guys? We'll do probably another Q&A in the future. We are in Winslow, Arizona, in our truck stop night spinning, and the old standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona. Here's a fun thing. If you're bored and you want to see something other than Netflix, you can see one of our experiences where we found a penny on the ground, and we traded it to an old Winnebago, drove Route 66 to the Jay Leno show. It's a long one. I made a documentary a year and a half ago. Google search or go on YouTube and look at One Lucky Penny documentary. It is an amazing thing to see, though. It's 2 hours, but I think you'll get a good insight of who we are.
What year was that?
When we did it, it was 2009. But it is a total, if you're a person of faith, you will be amazed at that journey. I hopefully we'll have the book done this year. Oh, please. I gotta get it done. We'll give you that nugget as well. But great tips on where to spend the night. And thank you for tuning in. And I promise we'll get you a better video here in the near future. But I hope you got value out of this one. And what do I like to say?
We're out.
We're out.